One. We're live!
Hey.
Hey guys, I'm Paige,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're going to be presenting our problems together. We're just going to start spitting them as soon as Sarah says go. We tried once, and take one failed, so
Yeah.
that's
Take
our
two.
first problem.
Alright, we're gonna give it 10 seconds for it. 7 now. Ready? And go!
Political debates!
Not understanding the political debate.
Thinking you know too much about the political debates.
Thinking you know too much about everything.
Knowing too much about everything.
Not understanding what you really think about anything.
Pollution.
Racism.
Gaysism. Gay
People
racism.
who are unwilling to accept the fact that they have biases.
People who love their biases.
People who use their biases as crutches.
People who use their senses of humor as crutches.
People who hide behind quietness in an effort to not look like those people.
People who are way too fucking loud.
People who don't use their voices ever.
Self-deprecation.
Misunderstanding of self.
Stress.
Hollowness.
That sound.
Is that an alien encounter?
That's a problem. Illegal immigration. Protecting our borders. The Stamp Act.
Said that. Some problems. Parents who don't let you do anything you want to do.
Frankness. Overwhelmingly rude frankness.
Not trusting yourself to make the right decision.
Stereotypes.
Not trusting others to respect your decisions.
Making decisions for other people.
Not accepting the criticism of others.
Giving criticism when it's not wanted.
Harboring insecurity that you're not willing to face because you're not brave enough.
Falling in love. End of sentence.
Falling out of love without admitting the fact that you actually are.
Social situations.
Period.
They can be problematic.
Professional situations.
Drunk driving.
Not being willing to take a chance on yourself.
People who have egos for no really understandable reason.
Deadlines.
Dead ones? Deadlines.
Yep.
Death.
Immortality.
Mortality.
Hell. I said hell.
Oh. Purgatory.
The concept of forever.
Ignorance.
Not having anything to say.
Forgetting what you wanted to say.
Not having anyone to listen to you when you actually say it.
Being afraid to say what you want to be heard.
Not having the words to describe what you want to say.
Not listening to others when they say what they say, and worse than that, not listening to yourself. Listening to yourself when you say what you wanted to say.
Yes. Not using the words you originally wanted to use because you're censoring.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Justin Bieber.
Oh, yes. And Miley Cyrus, can you snap that?
People who hate.
Yeah.
Just to hate.
Yeah.
Haters.
And not having enough money to do what you need to do.
Pollution.
Not getting an education.
Not wanting an education.
Not listening to someone when they tell you that you probably should get an education.
Having an education, but having no motivation for utilizing it.
Um, not trusting your intuition. Did I say that already?
Hmm. Um, ignoring your intuition.
Ignoring the signs that you have something to say.
Saying too much.
Not saying what needs to be said.
Having no concept of time.
Having no concept of the future.
Conservation of time.
Conservation of everything. Conservation of self. Conservation of space. Conservation of materials.
Everything's being conserved, and I think that that leads to pieces of art being sacrificed for the betterness of the whole. Like when a monologue's too long, so they chop it, and the whole piece then suffers, but they got it done on time, so they're better off, right? Or there's no room in the paper for this really badass article because everything else is already filling it up, so we don't want to waste paper, so you're just out of luck. So that person just loses out on their. First of all, they don't get to have their writing published. Second of all, whoever they featured or wrote about or whatever it is that happened is not getting published in that particular piece of literature. And third of all, the whole work is just obviously missing something.
Most definitely. I feel like conservation oftentimes cuts off your ability to produce. It stifles your creativity, whether that be a deadline, page limitation, word limitation, a subject matter limitation, this conservation of.
Yeah. Like, I get that we're in an economic recession, but really, we don't need to conserve everything.
You can't conserve everything because
Exactly.
we're just too scared to actually create.
Exactly.
It's form.
Exactly. So anyway, we went way over time. Sorry, guys.
But this has been great. Thanks for listening to our problems.
And we didn't use music like we said we were gonna.
Next time when we have
Sarah and I are just gonna post these videos every day, so that could be another problem, or that could be a key solution.
it could work out wonderfully.
Thanks, guys. We had so much fun.
Did.
Great job at the open mic, everyone.
Yeah.